Okay, I set this up to show you how you could use WeVideo to do stop motion animation, but it's going to be a lot clunkier than if you find another app on a cell phone where you can take pictures and it'll turn the video in for you. There's a lot of free stuff out there, but if you want to try and work with this, here's the basic principle. So you start out with a setting where you're moving objects, and I'm just showing you kind of the raw edited version, unedited version, where I made it harder on myself. I did 3. So I'm moving all of them, and each time I'm trying to move my hands out of the frame because of what I need to do next. The next step is you're going to look through, and if you see, there's a lot of little stop points here, and I just tried to pick the point right after the hand leaves, and I made a cut right there. And then I moved to the next time when the move was completed, because I didn't want to have to like splice it until I had all of those cuts made. After I did that, then you'll see that I took each cut, let me get a little bit closer, and tried to, so if there was a cut, then I was basically trying to see how long I could do it before the next move started. So this is probably a better example. So I cut right there, there's no hand in the shot, and then here there is a hand. So I just made sure that I made another cut, so I had these little skinny sections, and it also gave me a chance to see if the sections were about equal. Again, this is very rough to do it with this, but it works, you know. And again, if you look for an app on a cell phone, there are apps out there that will do stop motion for you, and then you can just import the video. But this is how you could do it. So for after I made all the cuts, each one of these is a frame, and so all I need to do is delete the other sections and then collapse and compress all the sections so that I'm left with just the parts that I had pre-cut to be about the same length and have no hand in it. And so the final effect looks like this. And it's not bad. I mean, considering, you know, maybe it took me 15 minutes to do all of this. And it works. If you want to work with that, basically you can also just take this as a separate edit and just finish the clip. And then when you go back into exports or media, you can find that in the exports clip, and then basically you can re-import it, but instead of having a bunch of little slivers, you would have a fluid video. So if you want to go ahead and do a stop motion element, the only thing I could say about that is that it takes a lot of time. So if you do it, you know, it's only a 30-second commercial, you might want to consider a small segment of it where the effect is applied rather than trying to do all 30 seconds. But it's worth it. And, you know, again, it gives you a chance to animate in a way that just uses the camera and no special effects in terms of CG stuff.